Last week, in the first of our Exploring Christendom Virginia series, we brought you a story about the Spanish Jesuits who arrived on the banks of the James River in 1570. Today, we're going to fast forward to long after the Spanish presence was forgotten, to a terrible time when the English dominated these shores and a revolution turned the world upside down. Now, after that introduction, you may be thinking that the subject of this video is the American Revolution. However, it's not. I'm sure we will cover the aspects of that rebellion in future videos, but instead today's show is about the Glorious Revolution of 1688. Of course, as in the case of most English monikers, it's poorly named. There was nothing at all glorious about this revolt. A better name would be the Despicable Revolution, or the Revolution of Terrible People. The fact is, the events of the late 17th century in England has cast a darkness over that once wonderful kingdom that actually still affects the entire English-speaking world today. Now, while most of the events of this video take place in England, they have a direct correlation to the charming city of Williamsburg, Virginia, and I will speak about those corollaries at the end of this video. One of the most desperate and despotic events ever to occur in English history was about to leave the country reeling. Parliament was going to call a foreign prince to invade the island nation to overthrow the king. What crime had the king committed? He had baptized his son Catholic. This was James II, the last Catholic king of England. He ran off to France when he was a boy after Parliament beheaded his father, Charles I, and had developed a deep love of the Catholic faith. However, when his family returned to the English throne, he had to make several concessions. His daughters would be sent to live in Protestant homes and be brought up Protestant, so that after his death, the throne would once again return to Protestant hands. Under James II, there was a return to Catholic culture in England, causing a great deal of unease in the wealthy Protestant landed gentry. The right to practice the Catholic faith had once again been granted. But then the Queen got pregnant. This was very unexpected. The Queen was advanced in years and she had been sickly, so no one thought she was going to bear any more children. This sent Parliament into a tizzy. What if it was a boy? Then all their plans would be ruined. You see, at this time the right of succession passed to the firstborn son, which would mean that James's two older girls could be upstaged by this new baby. Well, as it happened, it was a boy, and King James had him baptized as a Catholic. Parliament lost their minds. A single Catholic king was one thing, but a full return to the Catholic monarchy was completely different. Parliament had to rid themselves of these papists, so they called up William of Orange. William was married to the daughter of James II. Her name was Mary, and William and Mary sailed across the English Channel with an army. With the support of Parliament, they threw James and his family out of London and took the English throne for themselves. It's important to note that many English Protestants were not okay with this and actually fought with James and his descendants several times to remove the usurpers to no avail. The reign of William and Mary was very, very bad for the remaining Catholics. Once again, the Mass was seen as treason, and William instituted laws creating the profession of priest hunter. All these anti-Catholic measures played an important role in the English colonies in the New World, especially in Virginia. So, as I'm sure you've guessed, this new fake monarchy gave its name to the college established in Williamsburg, Virginia in 1693. The colony had desired to build the school much earlier in the century. However, 2 Indian massacres had given the early colonists pause, and it wasn't until a couple of pirates washed up on the shores of Virginia and were kindly forced to donate a portion of their booty to the state that the colony actually laid foundations for this illustrious school. One of my favorite facts about the College of William and Mary is that today, the largest student group on campus is the Catholic Campus Ministry. If anything would horrify the despotic William of Orange, it would be that, and that warms my soul. In any event, we hope that you've enjoyed this Exploring Christendom, and if you want to learn more about the story, about the pirates financing the building of the College of William and Mary, you can go to exploringchristendom.com where I wrote a blog post about it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Our Lady of Walsingham, pray for us.